What it do, what it do, what it do, tap in, tap in. This Louisiana gone, #1 content creator. Y'all smash that like button. Most definitely smash that subscribe button. Gonna subscribe to the channel. Check out my latest content, you heard me? Louisiana gone. We out here in the field with it, for real. Literally, we in the field with it. We out here, we outside. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Everything is allegedly. So yeah, y'all go ahead and, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share the video. #1 content creator, Louisiana Goon, reporting live out Louisiana, you heard me, 318, holding it down, representing to the fullest. I'ma always bring y'all the best content on YouTube. Never know what to expect on this YouTube channel, you heard me? Always unexpected, but expected. Cause it's raw and uncut. And very authentic. And it's real out here. So that's what I be telling them other YouTubers, it's real out here in the field. We really be out here. The fans can touch us, they can see us. Ops can pull up, cops can pull up. You heard me? But we ain't running, we ain't ducking, we ain't hiding. We ain't worried about nothing, we standing on business. Ain't nothing bigger than the program. So yeah, ain't nothing off limits. You heard me? Right now we're across that track. We just left uptown. Now we headed across that track. Throw them foes up, foes down. You heard me? We're across that track, holding it down. Y'all tap in. Yeah, y'all see it. Man, we're in the hood with it for real. You heard me? #1 content creator, Louisiana Goon. Y'all know how we rocking. Like a cutoff stock in the penitentiary trying to get ways. We out here, you heard me? We out here. Y'all see it, you heard me? We're in the hood with it. Yeah. I'm always bring y'all the best content. You heard me? We got content. So I'm gonna get off into the content. I know that's what y'all been waiting on, you heard me? But I'm out here, ducking them people. Talking like it's illegal, ducking them people. You heard me? Took my millimeter. You heard me? But yeah, though. We got content. Rest in peace to Cleifi, you heard me? Let me know what y'all think gonna happen, you heard me? If they gonna turn Baton Rouge upside down, you heard me? Behind Cleifi, is they gonna ride? Because they all on the news talking about, they on edge. People gotta stay inside, you heard me? I guess they scared to come outside, you heard me? Because, they gonna ride behind Cleifi, man. Cleifi was a big dog, real landlord out here, you heard me? Still on business, still on our 10, you heard me? Posting on the block, you heard me? Yeah, right now we just posting on the block, you heard me? Ain't worried about the cops, you heard me? Yeah, doing our thug. This is y'all see it, you heard me? We in the hood, across the track with it, we across the track, you heard me? 2 blocks over, 2 corners down, They sprayed a couple rounds, you heard me? Yeah, 2 got hit last night, but yeah, we ain't tripping on that, we out here on the block, you heard me? We ain't worried about nothing. Y'all will see the content on YouTube, you heard me? If they come play, you heard me? What it do, man? Y'all tap in, man. We out here in the field with it, reporting live, #1 hood, news reporter, podcaster, YouTuber, blogger, whatever you want to call it, you heard me? We're going to get that bag and monetized over here, you feel me? But yeah, though, it's about Cleifi, you heard me? Rest in peace to Cleifi, you heard me? You was unalive, caught coming out the gym, you heard me? Doing this, dips, curls, working out, hitting that iron, doing that jump rope, you heard me? Not expecting, the unexpected, we were too comfortable. We already know what time it is when you're in Baton Rouge, you heard me? When you're in Louisiana, you know what time it is. Don't get caught off guard, you heard me? That's why you gotta go back to that Webbie, you heard me? You gotta go back to what Webbie said. Slowed up on drinking, I don't get too tipsy, because being out guard in Baton Rouge is too risky, you heard me? It's too risky, man. I already know your low. You always was going live from that same gym, you heard me? So these people just got comfortable. You know, they was studying you, following you, stalking you, you heard me? You know, they probably been doing it for days and weeks, you know? So they just, you know, felt comfortable to go with the move, and they wanted to move and executed the plan, you heard me? You know? To each his own. That's how they cook it farmer. They know what time it is. You know what come with the streets out here. You know what time it is. You know what's going on. You know what's in that hour. You hear me? You know what ain't coming out. You hear me? Come on now, please. You had to move better than that. You were supposed to move militant, man. You the one to talk to your money, Fredo Bank, all them boys gotta move out here, man. You was a TBG landlord, you heard me? You were boosting no muscle, you heard me? TBG was boosting muscle, you heard me? I mean, them boys out the bottom, roll behind Ivy, you heard me? But yeah, them boys out the top, they held it down behind Ivy too, though. You heard me? If you know, you know. Especially if you're from Louisiana, you heard me? Most of y'all don't even be from Louisiana. Speaking on Louisiana business, stay out our business, you heard me? Y'all don't know how we rockin', you heard me? You know, gotta talk slick so the charges don't stick, you heard me? This video is for entertainment purpose, you son. We out here on the block with it, you heard me? Live. In effect, you heard me? You know? Everybody don't like it, but you know, we ain't worried about that. I'm gonna bring y'all the best content, you heard me? You know, rest in peace to Cleifi. You know, Baton Rouge is about to be a hot summer. You know, the rate is about to rise through the roof. I promise. The rate is gonna rise through the roof. They about to flip Baton Rouge upside down. You heard me? For real. For real. They about to show you how to slide. You heard me? Slide for a slide, you heard me? It's about to go down. So yeah, make sure y'all stay tuned. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, you know. Shout out to Fredo Bang, shout out to TBG, you heard me? Free Leo, you know, free Osama, you know, free the guys, you know. Yeah, we out here though, you know, cross the track live with out here in the field with it was real. When the mother YouTubers don't want to come outside and do no content. When they want to bring so-called creative content to the YouTube in a building and a house somewhere. But no, we really on the streets with it. Like Gates say, our feet on the pavement, you heard. Shout out to Kevin Gates, real Louisiana legend, you heard. Yeah. All feet on the pavement. There's a difference when you're on that blacktop, you hear me? Everything counts, you hear me? Yeah, you can say what you want inside that house, you hear me? But yeah, we out here with it. Bring y'all the best content, man. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. We outside with it, you hear me? Rest in peace to Cleifi, you hear me? You know, Baton Rouge about to be a real war zone, you hear me? You know? There's about to be some more bodies dropping, allegedly. And this video is allegedly video. It's entertainment purpose use only. So yeah, y'all know how it go. Yeah, if you know, you know. Act like you ain't catch that. You heard me? Yeah, we really be out here with it, as you can see. We really out here in the hood with it, man. Come on now. We thugging and loving it. You hear me? Like it's legal. Ducking from them people, you hear me? You know, #1 content creator, man. Don't subscribe to the channel. Y'all know how we rocking, man. We in Louisiana, you heard me? 318 holding it down. You know, holding the crown. Shout out to 225-504-337. Shout out to the whole Louisiana, you heard me? Yeah, shout out to the whole Louisiana, 318 holding it down, man. But yeah, though, man, Baton Rouge is really about to go down. They speculating on this person who did this, did that, but they don't know who really caught the head, you hear me? You know, they just got the footage of, you know, 2 masked men, you know, walking up, you hear me? You know, getting the business cut, please. You hear me? You got caught slipping, you know. It was just your time, you hear me? Couldn't duck that iron, allegedly. But yeah, though, y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. #1 content creator. We ain't nothing like them other YouTubers. They be faking, they be false flagging. They ain't cut like that. You hear me? They pretenders, they pathetic, they losers. Man, this is the realest channel, you hear me? We gonna keep it real all day, every day, you hear me? Shout out to 3J Knows the Truth, you hear me? Make sure y'all at 3J Knows the Truth. Shout out. You heard me? We rocking with you like a cut off stocking, you heard me? Yeah, real Louisiana. You know? We really know what's going on in the boot, because we in the boot. We in Louisiana. You hear me? So, yeah. Rest in peace to Cleifi, you heard me? Yeah, from what the news and the media said, they about to turn Baton Rouge upside down. They on eggs. You hear me? They walking on eggshells. You hear me? They told the people not to come outside. The old ladies can't even sit on the porch. Can't even go to the candy no more. You hear me? Can't even walk to the corner store to buy a whole pack of juice. You hear me? Because you already know what time it is. You hear me? They trying to spin on something. You hear me? You know they trying to leave something, you know, face down. You hear me? You know, retaliation for their wrong. Y'all know how I go, man. You know how I go if you're from that boot. You know how I go if you're from Louisiana. You hear me? Louisiana all day, you hear me? They already know how I go. They know what's about to happen, you hear me? To be honest. And allegedly, you hear me? Police, y'all can't stop nothing, you hear me? Because you hear me, by the time them shots go off, you hear me? It take y'all 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes to get there. You hear me? When the crime only gonna take 2 to 3, 5 seconds, you know, for the, you know, get done. And it's gonna take y'all 15, 20, 30 minutes. Come on now. You hear me? Y'all really can't keep nothing safe, so y'all be safe out there, you hear me? You know, stay safe, stay dangerous, you hear me? Yeah. Louisiana going, we rocking with you. 318, we in the building. Let me know where y'all from in the comment section. Man, y'all know how we rocking. For real. Let's go ahead and get monetized. Run them subs up, you hear me? Share the video. Run them subs up, man. What's down with it? You know, y'all know what's rocking. Y'all know how we rocking. We gonna keep it real and trill over on this YouTube channel, you heard me? It's about to get real in the field behind Cleifi, you heard me? You know, TBG Landlord ran with Ivan, ran with all the big dogs. You know, this is a big dog situation that's going on. If you know, you know. A lot of y'all just speculating, you know, guessing. You know, don't even know what y'all talking about. Y'all just want the content and the views, and y'all ain't even in the streets. Y'all ain't from Louisiana. Y'all ain't from Baton Rouge. Y'all don't know nobody in Baton Rouge. Ain't got no family. Ain't got no, you know, street ties, no nothing. Ain't never been locked up in Louisiana, you heard me? For real. Y'all went last in Louisiana. You know, especially in these gladiator camps. Tensaw, Tallulah, you know, Catahoula, Concordia, you know, Rivers, you know, DCI. Man, y'all wouldn't survive, you heard me? Tap in, tap in. Yeah, Louisiana going, we in the building, man. We're gonna keep it real, you heard me? You know, free Lil Yo-Yo, free them guys, man. Free Osama, free Spinner Mish, free the, you know, free Sleepy, you know, free all the TBG, you know, free all the guys out that top, you heard me? You know. Y'all already know I'm gonna bring y'all the best content on YouTube. That's why y'all should subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm always bring y'all the best content on YouTube. We're gonna keep it true. We don't care how they feel, man. They can pull up, they can, you know, do whatever, man. Come on, social media, YouTube streets, it's whatever, you hear me? We taking over by any means, you hear me? You know, we on our nuts, you know. We sold them a pound of hate because we didn't have the trees. At least we told the truth. We said it ain't have seeds, you hear me? You know, rest in peace to Nussy, you hear me? Gotta talk slick so the charges don't stick, you hear me? You know? But yeah, though, y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. RP to Cleifi, you hear me? You know? What y'all think? You know, Baton Rouge about to be a war zone? Let me know. Let me know how y'all think it's about to go, you hear me? Yeah, I appreciate everybody that's rocking with the channel, you heard me? You know, that's liking the video and running them subs up and sharing the video. I'ma always bring y'all the best content on YouTube, you heard me? You know, Louisiana bound, you heard me? Straight out Louisiana with it, you heard me? 318 holding it down, you heard me? You know, shout out to everybody, you heard me? I want everybody to win, you heard me? We ain't doing no hating, no ball tripping over on this channel, you heard me? Ain't no picks, nothing bigger than the program, you know? It's the Louisiana thing, you heard me? Yeah, tap in, hit that subscribe button, leave all comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think, you heard me? Straight like that. But yeah, though, make sure y'all stay tuned. I will be back with another video. You hear me? Louisiana Goon, #1 content creator, straight out Jonesville, Louisiana, 318, holding it down. You hear me? Uptown represent from Uptown across the track. Recognize where you at. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You heard me? Leave all comments in the comment section. Louisiana, we taking over 2026. You heard me? Roll with it to get rolled over, y'all. I will be back with another one. Stay tuned. Go and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button.